I bought more books. Despite having a TBR that is literally stacked on my floor, I have decided that the best idea is to go out and add more to it. So let's talk about all these books that I got. First up, I got Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid, and this book, by the time I actually got around to recording this book haul video, I've actually already read this book and I have a whole video about it. So I love this book. It's, of course, a Taylor Jenkins Reid beautiful written book where you follow along women who are becoming astronauts, fighting kind of for that place. There's a lot of really great themes throughout the book with different types of love, and like, I don't want to spoil it, but if you want more kind of details about it, check out my video. It's not spoilers at all. It's just me going through the book, reading it, and kind of absorbing what it's kind of talking about. So yeah, check that out. Next up, I got this really cool edition of The Divine Comedy by Dante. Look at this. Isn't that beautiful? I'm obsessed. I think it's beautiful. It's one of the classics that I actually have not read, but has been on my list forever. So I was like, okay, I can't say no to this. I tried not to get it. And then it was calling me. It was like, please, please, please come buy me. And I was like, fine. And then I bought it. So if you've read this, let me know if it's any good, because I mean, classics, sometimes they're really, really hard to go through because of like old-timey language, or they're just kind of boring. But yeah, hopefully that's not the case with this one, but I am excited. Next up, I got Arcana Academy by Elsie Kova, and I've never heard, Elsie? Yeah, Elsie. I've never heard of this book before, and I've never heard of this author before, but when I was on TikTok, there was somebody, I wish I could remember their name, but I can't to the top of my head. If I remember, I'm gonna put it right here when I'm editing. And her video kind of talked about like, these are some really cool romanticides that are not super romance focused, but have very, very cool magic systems, but do still have romance. And so this one definitely caught my eye because it's tarot card magic. And so the characters in this book, they basically have like the tools to make tarot cards. And then I think it's kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh! Or like One Dark Window, where it's like card-based magic. And I just think that sounds so cool. And there's fake dating in there as well. So, I mean, what's not to love? I think that it sounds like a really cool book, and I'm really excited to read it. Next up, this is gonna surprise you. If you like being surprised, go ahead and hit subscribe. Norse Myths and Legends. Look at this beauty. Look at this beauty. This was another one of those books that I had to force myself to try not to buy it, and it did not work, because this is just so beautiful. Not only will it look beautiful on the shelf, it's also something that I'm really interested in. I want to learn more about Norse mythology, and I want to be able to incorporate this in my own books that I write. I feel like I don't know a lot of mythology, and it's something I've always wanted to know more of. So when I saw this, I was like, oh my goodness, like, yes, it's literally just a bunch of stories, whoa, from Norse mythology. Just like a collection of short stories. And I just think that that's exactly what I need in my life. And then I recently discovered that I have Irish heritage, like very, very Irish. So I also ended up picking up the Irish kind of mythology version of this as well. And look at that. Beauty, right? And so because I am discovering my heritage, I was like, oh my goodness, like I want to learn more about that. This also will be incorporated in my own books and stuff that I'm writing, but this one is more just like a kind of a personal self-discovery journey of my heritage, and like what people very, very distantly related to me, what would they miss? What did they grow up reading? What kind of like stories were they told about gods and goddesses and stuff? And so yeah, I am really excited to read this as well. Next up, and I still count these because they do count as books that have now been added to my TBR, and that is 2 Book of the Month books that I got. Which, Book of the Month, if you're watching, I would love to be sponsored by you. I love you. Please, please sponsor me. And so the first book I got is Immortal Consequences by I.V. Marie. And look at that. Beautiful sprayed edges, as I love. I do believe this is a YA romantasy book, and it's also dark academia, which is perfect for the fall season. And so the way that I understand this book is basically there's this like elite magical academy, and so people go in, but only one person can graduate and become part of this academy. And so you have like 2 rivals who end up going to this academy, and I'm pretty sure it's kind of like, you know, fight to the death kind of vibes. And so they're probably falling in love with each other, but then they're like, oh my goodness. So it's kind of like Hunger Games, I think, but in like a dark academia setting with more like with magic and stuff instead of just like combat. And I am hopeful for this book. I have had bad experiences in the past with books that are sprayed edged. I feel like 9 times out of 10, The sprayed edges lie to me, but that other one is usually stellar. So let's hope that this is one of those ones, but either way, it's gorgeous, right? And last but certainly not least, we have The Wedding People by Alison Espash. And I've never heard any negative things about this book. I'm pretty sure it won awards or was nominated for awards, and people really, really like it. And the way that I kind of get it is that the character is like mistaken as a wedding guest, and the bride of the wedding has like really planned everything down to the last detail. So this comes as a surprise. She's like, who is this person? But they actually end up becoming like BFFs. Best friends, friends forever, forever, forever. And it's just supposed to be kind of funny, kind of silly, very lighthearted, and I'm sure it also has like some deeper kind of layers like all kind of contemporary stories do. So yeah, I had to pick this up because I keep hearing about it and I've given in to the peer pressure. And those, my friends, are all of the books that I have gotten recently for this little book haul. So thank you so much for watching. Which of these books in my book haul have you read or is on your TBR? Let me know in the comments. You never know, right? You buy a book, it sounds amazing, but you don't actually know what it's like until you read it, and reading is so subjective that I don't know if I'll actually like any of these books, or maybe I'll love all these books, and it's all about the journey. And if you love the journey, the book reading journey, go ahead and subscribe, because a lot of my videos are me starting a new book and updating you as I go through the book. So my thoughts tend to change as I get to different sections of books. So if that's cool to you, go check that out. I have other videos that you can check out because the algorithm likes if you do that. So there will be a part that kind of pops up, and yeah, you want to click on one of the little squares that pops up, please, because that would be awesome. And so with that, I'm going to wish you warm wishes and fish kisses, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.